Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about one of my new favorite items from Tupperware. It is called the Whip and Mix. I actually don't use my electric beaters anymore. I put them away. This has been so much easier to make mixes with. It will do brownie mixes, whipped cream, cake mixes, anything that you want to mix up, it will do it. Best part about it is this holds, where am I at? It holds up to 40 ounces or 5 cups. So you can do a whole cake batter in here. It's really simple. What I'm going to do is just kind of show you quick. There we go. With anything with Tupperware or with the mixer like this, you want to put your liquid ingredients in first. That way down here on the bottom, your batter doesn't get stuck like in the crevices. This also has a lining here on the bottom, just a gasket actually that comes out, and it's just to hold it in place. It's not going to slide around. So I'm just going to make a quick brownie mix, and it is 1/4 cup water. Put that in, and then 2/3 of a cup of oil. And if you don't have our measuring cups and spoons, I highly suggest that you get them because they are amazing, like everything else. But they have the different sizes. There are 6 different measuring cups and 6 different measuring spoons for the odd sizes that you wouldn't normally get. And here's my brownie mix. And I also have 2 eggs too. So here's my eggs. Let's see if I can do it without getting a shell in there. And here's my second egg. Grab my napkin. All right, so now I can use my brownie mix. These are Tupperware scissors. They are, like everything else, amazing. I like them because you can take them apart and clean them. You don't get the buildup down here because you can take it apart. They're just a really nice knife, and we have our scissors, and we do have a sharpener too that will sharpen all of our knives and our scissors. So I'm just going to pour about half of the brownie mix in here. Set it aside. Maybe I'll put a little bit more in there. Now the best thing about the Whip and Mix Chef is that it has 2 speeds. And it also has a lock and an unlock for the lid. So you just put it down in, and this tab here will go toward the back side, and it actually locks into this handle, so it's not going to go anywhere. Now the 2 speeds that it has are right here on the top. There's a 1, and over here is a 2. One of them's for harder things, like a brownie mix is a little bit thicker, so you're going to want it on the number 2, because this is brownie mix, and look at how easy that goes. Now for some of your heavier mixes, or your lighter mixes, you can put it on 1, and on brownies it doesn't work very good just because it is a thicker batter. But if you had like eggs or something like that in here, this would whip it just like the number 2 position does. So just put it back in your number 2 position, and it goes back and forward. And just like our Power Chef, if there's something that you need to add slowly, this will come around, and it does have a cup that has measured ingredients, or measured from 1.7 ounces to 50 mLs. And you just put that on here, and whether you want it to go in fast or slow, you just pour like your vanilla or whatever would need to go in here slow, put it in here, and it'll gradually go in while you're stirring. So take that out of the way. So I've got it mixed up pretty good, and I'm just going to set it off to the side like this, and add the rest of our brownie mix. There goes. And then just lock the lid in again and start turning. There again, it's on number 2. And I can go forwards and I can go backwards. I can see it's starting to get a little bit thicker just because I added that little bit more of brownie mix to it. So you want to go number 2 because you know what, number 1, it's not going to turn anywhere. That's more for your lighter mixes, your cake mixes even. So here's our beaters. That's pretty well got it mixed. So I'm just going to pop this quick. Yeah, it's still kind of powdery, so I'm just going to try to go around a couple more times. And it's nice because this grid here is like you can hold it and hold your lid on securely too, even though it does have the 2 spouts here or handles here that's going to go into it. So you just want to keep mixing a little bit. And what I do, and just because I don't want to take up all your time watching a video, but what I would normally do is just kind of let it set for a little bit and just let the beaters get all the batter off. What I have done before is this. I've tried not to make a mess doing it, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But it will kind of get a little bit of the batter off a little bit easier. So like I said, just to save some time, I'm not going to do all that for you. But I am going to use our 2 different pans. One pan is our silicone. And excuse me, the best part about the silicone is it doesn't lose its shape. And how I store mine, I roll it up. This is the brownie pan or the small sheet. And I can just roll it up like this. And then I stick it into a paper towel holder and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room in my drawers or my cupboards. And then when you pop it out, since it is silicone, it's going to retain its shape and it's not going to get some weird shape and stuff to it. It will just retain its shape. The only thing with silicone is you want to make sure, obviously, that it's on something hard. And I use the lid to our Ultra Pro. The Ultra Pro can also be used just for, you can put a cake or brownies right on the lid itself, but I want to use the silicone today. The best part about the silicone too, after it's done, pop it out like that and put it on a plate, pop it back over, and you can slice it, whatever you need to do. And you don't oil or flour the silicone at all. So now I'm just going to take my batter. I don't even really need to use the scraper because it just pours right out so easily without leaving a whole lot in here. And here's our brownie batter. Like I said, I don't use my electric mixers anymore because this thing is so handy to use. And I've sold a couple of them for people who want to go camping. They just put it in their camper, use it that way. No electricity needed. You could have it in a tent, cook something over like your eggs, mix your eggs up with them and cook your eggs over your campfire. Anything like that. It's a wonderful little tool. So, and to clean it, it's all dishwasher safe. So you just pop the top. You can just pop it right into the dishwasher after you rinse it off, and it's perfect cleanup. So anyway, here's our brownie pan, and I'm going to pop it in the oven and have a nice treat when it's done. So thanks for tuning in.